What's going on? What's going on? Welcome back to another edition of the R.E.U.P podcast. It's your host, Coach Jack. Here on the R.E.U.P podcast, we talk about things in the past, what's happening in the present, what can and may occur in the future, and this thing we call life in football. Today I want to get straight into it. And it's a topic that obviously we're in spring ball right now, right? And this is a topic that I've been telling my guys like that we gotta make sure we keep stacking days, right? Keep stacking days. Well, what does that mean? That means that there's a level of consistency that occurs every single day, and that you go out there and you execute and you perform at a high standard. And the standard that you've already set, that's exactly what you got to keep, and you got to maintain it, right? Keep stacking days. Every single day that you go out, it's got to be one of those ones where it's like, hey, I'm about to play my best ball. Hey, I'm about to give my best performance. I'm about to make the blocks, on every single play. I'm about to make the catch. I'm about to make the tackle, whatever the case may be. That you're going to keep stacking days and stacking plays, and nothing else is going to matter. Not anything you did in the past, not anything you're going to do in the future. The only thing that counts is today, right? And so we want to make sure we keep stacking days, and that's the thing that I really want to touch on, and that's the thing that I really want to talk about today. All right. So first and foremost, and it doesn't necessarily have to be about your performance, right? It can be about, mentally stacking days. And I want to go from top down, right? So mentally stacking days, what does that look like? That looks like knowing and having an understanding of your assignment for the day. Knowing and having an understanding of what you're getting ready to accomplish for that day, right? Are you prepared in the playbook? Are you prepared in the playbook of life? The playbook of life is more important than just, a lot of players and a lot of people at my university, at Lindenwood University, they do start off their day, with a daily devotional or in the Bible, right? Like they're stacking those days every single day, and they're growing in their faith. They're growing in their development spiritually, right? And that's part of the mental aspect of stacking days, right? Is the thing that you believe in, right? Your faith in me. I am a follower of Jesus Christ, right? I have a tremendous amount of faith in my Father above, right? And I'm going to continue to stack days every single day in my prayer life. I'm gonna stack days in, and reading the Bible, having communication, having relationship, with the Most High above, right? So mentally, from that aspect, I'm going to get better. I'm going to grow, because this is what it's about. It's about growth, right? And mentally having that good completion, right? A lot of times we tend to, get down on ourselves a little bit, if we miss a day or if we miss a time, if we got specific things that we're trying to get after, we get down a little bit if we don't accomplish it. Well, one of the things about stacking days, is forgetting the negative, but remembering how it felt and understanding that you got to get better at it, right? So consistency is key, right? From a mental standpoint, if you're supposed to, learn the playbook, if you're supposed to, dive into that and understanding what you're supposed to do, if you find yourself at a point where you keep consistently not doing what you're supposed to do and lining up where you're supposed to line up and knowing the plays and doing what you're supposed to be called on to do, that's also considered stacking days. But that's the stacking days that we don't want to do. We want to make sure that if we make one mistake one day, then the next day we can't make that same mistake, right? But if we do something that's positive, we do something that's good, from a mental standpoint, then we have to repeat that behavior, right? And it's all about consistency. Consistency forms habits. Habits form success, right? And so we have to make sure that we are consistent about the things that we want to accomplish from a mental standpoint. Now, physically, physical standpoint and everything that your performance based, the things that you get done from a physical standpoint, well, it's pretty much the same as mentally. You're stacking the good, right? You're trying to avoid the mistakes. You're trying to avoid, the missteps, and understand that, especially us as coaches, we're trying to help you. We're trying to get you to a point where you're not making as many mistakes from a physical standpoint. We're giving you the keys to success. You actually have to buy into it and understand that nobody's out to get you out on that field that's a coach, right? They're trying to help you get better, because ultimately when you look good, I look good. And I like looking good from that aspect. So you got to make sure that you're dialed in to what it is that I'm trying to tell you, so that you can maintain the stacking of days. Like it's all, like I said, consistency is key right there. Right. So we got to make sure mentally we're good. We got to make sure physically we're good. Emotionally, it's one of those things where, it's hard because life is such a roller coaster, right? Life gives you the peaks and the valleys and all the stuff that you go through, right? Um, one day at a time, one day at a time. I get it. Life is hard. And we all have things that we go through. We have things that we have to manage. We have things that, we want to accomplish that we didn't accomplish, or, deaths in the family. There are so many things in this thing we call life, and not just life in football, but life in general. There's so many things that can get in the way, and so many things that can, leave you mentally drained. But you have to put one foot in front of the other. You got to take one day at a time, and then you got to attack each day as if it's a new day. It's all about resetting your mind, resetting, and renewing your mind daily, so that what you did before, right, it doesn't affect you, but you learn from it. Again, everything you do from a mental, physical, emotional, spiritual standpoint, everything you do, you learn from it, right? And there's, people talk about wins and losses, and you only lose when you don't learn. You only lose when you don't learn. You win. Obviously, success looks different for everybody, and it just depends on what you call success, right? Um, for me, and this is just me personally, if I've accomplished what I set out to accomplish, and I've done the will of the Father that He has called me to do that day, and I'm getting after it, and my family's taken care of, my kids are good, my wife's good, my players have given me everything that they've gotten. If I've accomplished the things that I want to do, from a standpoint in the office, whether it be recruiting, whether it be my relationships with my coworkers, whether it be understanding new plays, or whatever the case may be, if I've done the things that I'm supposed to do from that standpoint, then I win, right? I win. I lose if I give up. All right. And so I want to keep stacking wins every day based on what it is when I wake up in the morning. This is it. This is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to get after, right? You want to attack your day, and it's okay to have a list of things that you want to do. It's okay to write stuff down. It's okay to cross it off after you've gotten it done, right? It's called being organized. It's called having a standard of execution. It's called, living your life and on a daily basis to obtain success, to achieve your goals, right? So you want to keep stacking days from all areas of your life, right? And here's the thing too. Don't let what other people say and other people do dictate how you are going to stack your days, right? This is all about you versus you. It's not you versus anybody else. It's not you versus him. It's not you versus her. It's you versus you. Can you look yourself in the mirror and say, I won today? Can you look yourself in the mirror and say, I gave it all I had today? Because if you can look yourself in the mirror and you can do all those things, you can do A, B, and C, then guess what? You stacked that day. Now you got to do it again the next day. Right. So it's heavily encouraged, and I really want you guys to really hone in on what it's like to build your foundation and to keep going from there. Stack those days. There's been another episode of the R.E.U.P podcast. Again, it's Coach Jack. Remember, champions never let nothing phase them. When in doubt, rise to the occasion. R.E.U.P.